Hi. This is Vic with Vic Video Studio, and in this tutorial I'm going to demonstrate how I created the following merging circles animation in Create Studio. So, I'm starting by adding a rectangle for my video background. I'll expand it to fit the canvas. I'll extend its time duration here on the timeline. I'll give it a very dark gray color, almost black. Then I will rename it as background. And, I will lock it in place. For my circles elements that I'm going to create in few moments, I will need a color palette. I have imported mine already from my computer. You can bring your own color palette, or simply select from your colors. Just as you saw in the preview, this tutorial is about circles. So, I'm going to bring in a circle shape. I will match its time duration with the other elements. I will resize it a little bit, and I will place it in the center. Next, I will make a copy of this circle. I will move it upwards, and I will make it bigger. Then, I will duplicate this last one, and I will move it here on the right side. Then again, I will duplicate this one too and move it on the down side. And I need one more copy to place it on the left side. Now, because the next steps will be just to set a color for each of the 5 circles on the canvas, and rename each circle element on the timeline, I will go and play the video a little bit faster. Just as I said earlier, I've imported a picture with some color samples on it. To use it as a color palette, you can use your own desired colors, importing a similar color palette, or simply by using the colors in the color panel. Now that I have set the colors for my circles, I go on and I will add custom animations for each of the circles. For the red circle in the center of the canvas, I will set a scale animation. And for easing I will set both and I will select linear. I move the playhead over to the right, and set the scale at 50. Moving to the next circle, I will add a custom animation. I will select position and scale, and the same easing settings as for the red circle. I go to this purple circle, and I will add exactly the same custom animation, with exactly the same settings and same easing. I will fast forward a little bit, just because I am repeating to add the same animation and settings, for the last 2 circles left. And now that I added the position and scale animation for all 4 circles, I will need to place the playhead over to the right. And I will move the circles around to their new position and I'll set the scale value at 90. As you can see, I moved the blue circle from the top side to the right side. So, in order not to pick the wrong circle, I will go and lock all the elements on the timeline. And I will unlock only the one that I need to move for its new position. First I move them to their new position. And then I will increase the scale value at 90. I will go on and lock back and place the element that I finished moving. And I will unlock the next one that needs to be moved. Keep in mind that I have the playhead over to the right of the added animations. Same move and settings for the green circle as well. I will move it here on the top side. And just like for the other 3 circles, I'll set the scale value at 90. I will reposition this purple circle. I just want to have a rather symmetrical position for my circles. I will go on and add another custom animation for all of my circles on the canvas. For the red circle, I will just duplicate reverse for the previous added animation to scale back down. For the next circle, I will add again position and scale, and for easing, same as before, both in linear. For the next one, I will add again position and scale, and for easing again, both in linear. I will just repeat the same animation settings, and the same easing, for the last 2 circles. Now, moving the playhead over to the right, and having only one element at a time unlocked on the timeline. I will repeat the same steps I did previously. I will move the blue circle on the bottom side. And I will set the scale back at 70. And I will go on with the same actions for the other 3 circles, moving them around and scaling them down. I will repeat one more time. The same process I just did twice so far. I will go and add once again the same custom animations with the same easing. Then I will go on another round to move the circles from one side to another. I'll skip the red circle, because I don't need to add any more animations to this one. What you need to keep in mind is that I added same custom animations 3 times for all the circles, except the red one. And now, as I said, I will move the circles around. I will increase the scale value at 180. And I need to make sure that the circles covers the left side corners of the canvas. Next, I will move the purple circle. Set the scale at 180. And I will go on to move the next one, the yellow one, same scale value, and again making sure that the circle covers the right side corners of the canvas. And I will move the green circle as well here on the bottom side. To have the circles as I want them, I just need to bring this yellow circle below the purple one. I just need to make sure the green and the purple are well centered. And let's have a preview of the animation. It just looks beautiful. I always like to fine adjust everything. So, I'll go and expand all the elements. And then, I will fully extend the timeline. And, I will check if all the animations are in their place, if they match one another duration, and if any unnecessary gaps between to take care. If any, I will make sure to drag these animations right where the ones before end. So far nothing spectacular. No advanced technique. Well, this is only the first part that needs to be done. It is the animation preset for all the circles for all the animation. In order to achieve a full merging circles or bubbles animation, you need to go and animate all from start to end. Now, let the magic begin. Let's see how we get those circles to merge one another. I will select all the circle elements on the timeline. I will duplicate them all. And I'll just rename each of them one by one a little bit different. I'm just adding 2 at the end just to be able to tell them apart. Now, I grab the playhead. And I'm watching to see the first 2 circles that intersect on the canvas. While I move the playhead to the right, we can only see like there is only 1 circle for each color on the canvas, but there are actually 2 circles for each color moving in the same time the same way. Because when I duplicated all, the duplicates kept the original animations as well. I see that the blue and the red are the first ones to intersect. So, I will select the copy of the red, and I will mask it with the copy of the blue. Now, the copy of the blue is no more visible on the timeline, because it became the mask of the red copy. And now, to have that visual effect of a different color, for that space where the 2 circles intersect, I will change that to a different color. And if I zoom in a little bit, you can see here that the intersected section is now a different color. Next, I will take the next 2 circles that intersect each other, and I see that red and yellow would be the next ones. Because the copy of the red I already used it when masking with the blue copy, I now need to make another copy for the red circle. I will drag it up here under the copy of the yellow. And just not to get things mixed up, I will rename this one as cream. because it is no longer red. And now, I'll take this new copy of the red, and I will mask it with the yellow copy. And again, the yellow copy is no longer visible on the timeline. It is an assigned mask now. I will go and change the color for this masked red circle, and make it dark green. While I grab the playhead and drag it to play, you can see that the whole section where they intersect is now visible in that dark green color. The next two circles I need to mask are blue and purple. Just not to forget, I'll quickly rename this element here. And I'll make a copy of the blue once again. And move it here under the copy of the purple circle. I will select the copy of the blue circle and I will mask it with the purple copy. To the new combined element, I will give it a color. And I'll name it orange. And you can see already, the intersected portion that shows orange. I will go on with masking, and the next two circles would be green and yellow. A copy of the green circle I already have here. I need one copy for the yellow circle. I will move it up right here. And I will mask this with the green copy. Again, for this new masked element, I will choose a different color. And give it a different name to have the elements on the timeline organized. Next will be the green and red circles. I'll need a copy of the green circle, and I also need a copy of the red circle. I got them renamed as copies. And I'll bring the red right here next to the green. Next, I will mask the red copy with the green copy. And again, I will give it another color. And I will rename it. One more masking, the purple and red. I'll need a copy of the red circle. And I also need a copy of the purple circle as well. I have them renamed, and I'll bring the red right here under to the purple. Now, I will mask the red copy with the purple copy. And again, I will choose a color for this new masked element. And I will rename it. Now, you watched me doing the same actions repeatedly, for several times in the row. I still need to do two more masking. For the circles that are going to intersect each other for the first time in the process of the rest of the animation, I'm following the same steps, duplicating the original circles, masking one copy of a circle with another copy, changing the color for the new element and so on and so forth. You get the idea. So I'm just going to fast forward a little bit these two remaining maskings. Now, this technique that you just watched, it is the key element in how to create that visual effect, when two circles that meet on some point they merge together, and that merged space shows in a different color. What I'm doing next, it is just resetting some of the colors to meet my needs. I also reposition elements on the timeline, to have the colors layered in a proper manner. You can do these settings, arranging the layers, and the color settings to meet your preferences. For the last masking, I have created already copies for the purple circle and the green circle, and I just brought them here on top. And I will mask green with a purple. As a result, I'll get this eye shape in the center of the canvas. And of course, I will change its color to this green color. And, let's have a preview. Everything looks great. But if I grab the playhead and move it a little slower, I've noticed there is a fault. If I zoom in, you can see that the pink leaf needs to be above this cream small circle in the center. So, I'll just need to bring the pink element right above that cream circle. And you can see, everything looks just great. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to be notified for the coming tutorials on my channel. As always, thank you for watching, and please make sure to check my other videos for more tips and tricks on how to create amazing visuals with Create Studio. Until next time, have fun creating.